Hello, so the date today is July 25th, 2019. I took a wild guess on that one. Um, I wasn't gonna make a video, but I felt the need to encourage some more. I felt like I really wanted to encourage people. I don't know. There's just this feeling that I'm having that a lot of people are going through about the same thing. About the Eight of Pentacles, which is the card that really pushed my decision on whether or not I was going to do this reading. But the Eight of Pentacles, because I just split it in half. Ha! That's funny because I see the card that's underneath. And it just gave me. This was the middle of the deck. I just like picked up the deck. And then I was just like, that'll decide if I do or not, if it's a good card to start off with. And then this was the bottom of the deck. So this is funny. So basically, Eight of Pentacles is a card of working hard on tangible things like money, probably yourself. More than likely, it's yourself. But it's just like things that are physically making you happy, physically working towards something in your outer world. It could also be your inner world because Pentacles is all four elements put together for the most part. Like when you get to the Queen of Pentacles, it's like she has her shit together. That's the answer for that one. She has her shit together. So, Pentacles can literally mean anything, but it is also including materialistic gain. So, those of you that are going through a hard moment where things are not seeming like it's supposed to be how it is, think back to how you got there. Think back, and you have to be honest with yourself when you do certain things like that, because the best thing that you can do in your own life, honestly, is to be honest with yourself. Because if someone else tells you something, they can tell you something, but when it comes down to it, it is always your decision. So if you feel like something applies to you, then it does. If you feel attacked about something, then it could mean that you need to look into it. You need to have the strength to tell yourself when you're wrong. You need to have the strength to do the right thing when your back is against the wall, because you can continuously work on stuff. You can continuously say, I want to be happy. I want to do all of this stuff. I want to fall in love. And I want everything. I want the whole shebang. I want everything. You can continuously say that. But honestly, when it comes down to it, do you have the strength to make it happen? Do you have the strength to tell people no when they need to hear no? It doesn't matter who it is. Somebody contacted me yesterday, and it was an old person trying to come back in, but it was someone that I've already released. So it was really interesting to see it come in before my counterpart came in. So it was just interesting to me. But I handled the situation with love because I have nothing but love for this person. However, this person, I already knew, I already know who my counterpart is the thing. It's just like there's really not, there isn't really a competition. But at the same time, I'm not sitting here waiting for him. I'm doing work. I'm learning new stuff. Like, I'm a student right now, basically healing, moving forward within myself, having the strength to show vulnerability to myself, to be honest. As the Empress, we naturally take care of other people, and it sometimes can be people pleasing on the masculine and the feminine side. But when it comes down to it, the feminines, not the women, the feminines, they are the nurturers. They are usually the ones that nurture the connection when it needs to be nurtured. And that doesn't mean that things aren't reciprocated, but it may not be on both sides. And that it depends on where you're at in your journey, to be honest, because you could be nurturing and feeling like it's being reciprocated, but when decisions need to be made, when decisions need to be made, she cannot always help the beast do everything. The beast is the beast for a reason. He is the king of the jungle. He is the one that makes his own decisions. He's the beast. No one else can make that decision for him. But sometimes the beast will relinquish his power and not to his feminine. And he, has a cup that he wants to offer. He has work that he wants to do, pairing with this work that he wants to do, but it's being stagnant. That's why it's upside down. Stagnant because the strength behind actually doing what you're deciding to do is the strongest decision and the strongest movement that you can make. You always make decisions when you're ready, right? But make sure when you feel like you're ready, figure out all the pros and cons that you want. And when you make a decision, make a decision. That is the strength right there. Only your intuition can tell you when you need to do things. So, if you want your 10 of Pentacles, you want your happy life, your 10 of Cups, you want your cycles to complete because, nobody likes to struggle. Except for, sometimes people do get stuck in the struggle and they like to struggle and they think it's okay. But everybody deserves love. So it's not okay. Every single person deserves love. If you're afraid of leaving someone because all of that work that got put into the connection, you feel like they're going to, they're not going to have a way either, and you feel stuck, have the strength to do it because they cannot grow unless you grow. They cannot. It doesn't work like that. They're put in your life specifically so that you can learn how to have strength for yourself, how to run your own life, how to, and if you're afraid of letting someone go because you don't want them with someone else, that's selfish. That's just selfish because you have your own happiness to find. You have your own fulfillment that you need to find. Yeah, probably have some people you need to apologize to as well, there are things that you need to do. You have a reunion to get to. You have the world to travel. You have passions to ignite. You have so much. You have so much. You have a cup to deliver. You have so much that you need to do. And if you're continuously working on something, but you don't have the strength to follow through on your own decisions, you're hurting yourself. And this person, oh, look at that. Better hurry up. Got the Chariot. Damn, these cards are saucy today. Oh, look at that. Seven of Wands is the card of being on higher ground and fighting all of these other people's conflicts of interest towards what you have going on. Your wand is the only wand that matters in your life, to be honest with you. And other people need to focus on their own wands as well. And that includes your family. And the person that came in that texted me, and he was saying that, he was having some family problems and stuff, and I told him the same thing. I said it in a shorter compact, and I said it in a way that was less intrusive because honestly, he came in for a different reason, and I'm pretty sure he didn't come in for a lecture or advice or anything like that, but I care about this person, so I wanted to give that to them because I want them to be better. That person that I was talking about has always had family problems, to be honest with you. Ever since we had first met, there was an issue, and there was just too much conflict happening at all times throughout his life. And for him to still have that problem while I'm, moving on, I was glad that I already knew what was up, and that, it made me sad to see that he was still struggling with that. But there was a reason why he contacted me. That means he's going to clean it up. He's going to start to see where his strength is going. Because you masculines, you really are strong. Feminines, you are strong in a different type of way. You're the one that brings this 10 of cup energy, and you bring it fast too, to be honest. We move a lot faster than you guys because we know what we want. When we want it, we go and get it. It's a little different, but it's because that's our role. And at the same time, not every feminine is like that, but to a point, a lot of us are. And it could be the other way around. I have a couple of twins around me, but their connections are growing right now. Right now, I'm in the lead. If I had to say it was some type of race, so I'm not really in contact with them because we all need to be alone for our own healing, and I've helped them out as much as I could possibly help them out. It's up to them to have the strength to make these decisions. And that goes on both sides. If both the masculine and the feminine are struggling, there will be issues, period. Because your growth affects the other side. So if you decide to hold yourself back and not be better, then the other one is not going to try to be better. They're not going to work on anything other than what they were working on when you first met them. This card. Oh, look at that. Huh. Get your shit together, because your wishes are coming true. Your wishes are coming true, and you need to hurry up and figure out what it is that you want. Don't rush into things, but be sure about your decisions, because the person that is waiting for you will not wait forever, because that's not their journey. Their journey is to be here to heal, to be in this transition to heal and get over things and release who you were in the past, or, release someone else that they were in the past. They're probably Gucci. But Judgment Day is coming, to be honest with you, and you've prayed for this. You've asked for something. You've asked for happiness. You've asked for all of this. So why, when it is in your face, you cannot make the simple decision of making it happen? Just make it happen. Offer your apologies. Offer your cup so that you can get to work, because a lot of the masculines are mainly concerned with, how will I do this? How will this get done? How? Well, this is it right here. You move forward. You do what you need to do. God is blessing all of us. Communication is important. I'm going to stop pulling these. Oh, shit. Anyway. Oh, wow. So we're not going to pull any more of those, because the story's just unfolding too much right at this point. And this was supposed to be like real simple. But there's work to be done with the both of you. There's work to be done, and it's not just a relationship. It's not just, oh, I'm here with the bae. That's not where this world is going as a whole. And there's a reason why the Empress is the Empress, because she's there to show you that the world is a lot bigger than what you thought it was. Because it's so easy to believe that the world is so small, and that everybody's the same, and that nobody can be that nice, and all blah, 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 blah. All this stuff. But there are people out there that have done the work. They have done the work, and they are just sitting pretty and doing exactly what they need to do. And karma is really important. Be nice to people. Treat people with love. Because in the end, you're going to get exactly what you want. And it won't even matter when people try to act up. because they're gonna see you flourishing and they're gonna see you happy, and it's gonna happen quickly. Everything's gonna pop off. Once you don't do things prematurely, but once you make the decision and you've cut off the things that you need to cut off, it will happen very quickly. It just believe in miracles, believe in more. Believe in more than what you were yesterday, because this world, don't you think it's a little boring? Don't you think it's a little worn out by now? Aren't you excited to see something new? It's kind of scary to see what the unknown is, but honestly, when it comes down to it, it is way more exciting than working a 9 to 5 and being unhappy. I've worked a 9 to 5 and been extremely happy because that was where I was supposed to be at that time. I learned my lessons. I had to struggle with people acting up, acting in and acting up. That is where I did find out how to be Queen of Cups. It's just learn your lessons, do what you need to do, and make the jump. God will catch you. Because honestly, you have so much waiting for you. But if you don't make the choices, then you can't come and get your abundance, because you cannot continuously grab from something good if you have all this shit still stuck in your heart, because the heart is the gateway to your abundance. Because if you're going to put all these boo to food cups in there and be like, oh, this is exactly what, but all these cups is empty, honey, what are you doing? You're worth more than that. You are worth more than that. Get a clue. Get a fucking clue, because there's just so much. There's so much good that you can be doing in this world, and you can be doing it happily, from a place of love and from a place of, it just doesn't matter. Love is the only thing that matters, and love will pay your bills. People try to act up, but love will pay your bills, to be honest with you. Because it's not just that. We're only on one half of the spectrum. Money doesn't make the world go round. Money is energy. So if you have a certain type of energy towards it, that's how your world will run. If you love and you do things out of love, and you find people around you that love you for who you are, and you don't have to change a damn thing except, I just want to love them better. That's it. I want to learn how to give and receive love the right way. Then you will end up being complete, whole, having a good understanding of what self-love is and what love for others should be. And money attracts itself to energy like that. Money attracts itself to good energy. Because people in survival mode, they don't always make it. They'll make it. They'll make it. But when you lose it all, what are you going to do then? Are you going to be unhappy, or are you going to get back up? Are you going to do things just so that people can see you, or are you going to do things because you love? Are you going to figure out who you are, or are you going to just continuously be less than? Because nobody deserves to be less than. Everybody deserves their happy life. They deserve everything that they ever wanted in life. And that means things that are good for you. Not things that are, things that you think you want. Because some people think they want certain things. But connect to the heart. Figure out who you are. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. Just continuously do things that make you happy. Not things that make other people happy. And you will quickly get where you need to go. You will not need to struggle anymore. So, stop trying to get away with shit, because it's not going to work out the way you want it to. Don't ignore what is there, because everybody's life has their own way of showing them exactly what they need to be doing, exactly where they went wrong, exactly what put them in this situation. And you better act right soon because, it might be too late. Or, not too late because you can always. If you lose one empress, to be honest, if you pick up right, you could find another one, but it'll be a little different. You really wouldn't want someone that you fell in love with, head over heels, to be out there with someone else when you really could have just manned up and did what you need to do and, offered your damn cup. Woo, shit. Ha! And offered your damn cup. That's funny. But yeah, we'll be patient. We're patient. But once you get that clarity, don't act all surprised when the tower come through and do it for you, because that also comes into play. And these cards really went wilding out and stuff. So anybody that is out there struggling right now, just know that the tower moment came by, and it came by for a reason, and that everything is exactly the way it should be because you're going towards your happiness. Do not be scared. Do not be afraid of moving forward, and do not be afraid of letting people and places and things go because they don't serve you anymore. Because in this person's case, the person that was, texting me, his case was family. Family, they need boundaries. Family does not run your life. If it doesn't matter. They can give you great advice. In my case, that is not the case. But they can give you great advice. They are a part of your life. Some people need to forgive their family, but some people need to put their family in their place because they're not going to live your life for you. They're not. If anything, they are relying on you to get your shit together, and they want stuff off of you. And not in a bad way, but sometimes in a bad way. There are some families like that, but they can't grow unless you grow. So if you are worried about walking away from a situation because people are acting up, or you're afraid of being disowned from the family, honestly, your family loves you and they will open their eyes. Time heals everything, and sometimes you really do need to walk away from a situation before it can get better in any direction. Right now, my family is we're good. I think they really do understand that I am not going to be doing anything that is off the path. So stop trying. But, you will not really see me going in there being all bubbly and be like, hi, family, and stuff like that, because that's not who I am. I want that type of connection with them, but they don't know how to necessarily have that type of connection with me. So, we'll both need to learn how to love better. We'll both need to learn how to fill up our own cups because, it's hard for people that have been through a lot more than we have in a longer period of time to accept that there is someone that has been through visually less, we'll say visually less, than they have, claiming to have a better way, because it's just unheard of for them. But don't let that hold you back, because you got to fill up your own cup or you can't fill up anybody else's. Those other cups were empty, but this is the cup. This is the cup from the Lord coming for you. It's within you. Realize that you have one and fill it up, because no one else can do it for you. Your counterpart can help. Your counterpart can definitely help. But, can't do that if, one, you're continuously taking from them and they're filling up their own cup, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that it'll stay in your cup if you don't let it. You gotta fill up your own cup so that it can just be a river down here. You gotta, you got shit coming out of it and whatnot. She's even mixing 2 cups in this one. Get your shit together, because there is stuff waiting for you. Alright, so we're done here. I meant to say that these were all timeless, but you know. And yes, for the feminines out there waiting for people right now, please be patient. They are going through just as much shit as you are. It is all emotional stuff. Remember that everything that happens within you is more than likely happening with them. And on top of that, just because you want to get upset about a situation that's happening with someone else doesn't mean that they're not hurting too. It may be self sabotage, it may look easy from the outside, but remember when you got stuck in something and how much effort it really did take to get out of it. Have compassion for your counterpart because that helps them. Your connection is important. That's why they're mixing those two cups, pouring it into two cups. She's even got a river if she needs some backup. Because you can't just expect someone to see if you're clouded too. So focus on your own stuff, focus on yourself, but don't be closed off to it. And yes, use extreme discernment when people come back into your lives offering anything because it could just not be the right anything. This was supposed to be quick, but it turned into a whole reading. Anyway, timeless. Ain't gotta say it again. I'm gonna take a nap now because I've learned some new material today and I'm actually really tired and my energy is like great and whatnot, but it's the end. Well, actually, it's the beginning of a new cycle right now for a lot of us. I don't know because this could be watched at any point in time, and usually, usually for everybody, it'll be a cycle that is starting for everybody. But for me personally, right now, it is a new cycle, and that means I'm on my period. So it's like tiring. It's not TMI. It's clearing out all the negativity and bringing in magic within your own body and learning how to channel any type of emotions that come up while you're doing that. Another thing, when you're on your period, don't use that as an excuse to be a bitch. Figure out what needs to be cleared out. Emotions are very important, and dealing with them and learning how to deal with them is important too. Now the cramps, that is subject to everybody, but I found out the way for me, necessarily me, is when I figured out how to appreciate my period instead of actually fighting towards it, like fighting it. It was like, oh, body, you're good. You're good. My back hurts sometimes. My lower back be acting up, but other than that, I was just like, no, it's just my back is healing. And when I think of it that way, my energy starts healing that part. Start thinking of things more objectively and less, oh, it's about me, 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 me. Because it is about you. It really is. But when you make it about you and you're able to see what other people are going through and figuring out things in a different way, it's a lot easier for it to be about you because it's not narcissism, it's self-love. So if you are on your period, even though this was like a masculine type video, it doesn't matter because my friend is a masculine and she's a girl. Masculine has nothing to do with man or female. Everybody, so if you are going through things like that, use everything as an opportunity to grow, always, to be better. Because the worst thing, no, actually, we're not even going in that direction because I don't even know the answer for that. The best thing that can happen is that you figure out exactly what is hurting you and you heal. In my opinion, periods really are to bring up all the pent up emotions that we don't take care of throughout the whole cycle. So, anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day and I hope that you continue to do what you need to do. And you know what? Fill up your own cup, alright? So that you can quickly do what you need to do and get to your Ten of Pentacles life. You got the kid and here you got Pappy. Is that Pappy? You got Pappy in the corner. Oh, that's Grandma. No, that's Pappy. No, that is Pappy. Got some dogs. Got a child. Pulling the doggone dog's tail. No. Focus. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I have no patience for that. All right, bye.